Life shouldn't be hard. Life should be a fun-filled adventure every day. So now start joining up dots. Tap into your talents, your skills, your God-given gifts, and tell your boss, you don't deserve me. I'm out of here. It's time for you to smash that alarm clock and start getting the dream business and life you, well, of course, are dreaming of. Let's join your host, David Ralph, from the back of his garden in the UK, or wherever he might be today, with another jammed-packed episode of the #1 hit podcast, Join Up Dots.
Yes, hi there. Good morning to you. Good morning and welcome to Join Up Dots, or should I say Join Up Smug. Yes, it's gonna be a little bit of a smug show today, but I tell you what, I bloody deserve it. I deserve it because I have been working extremely hard at something over the last few years, really, on and off, and I've now brought it together, which I'm going to explain in this show. So it's only going to be me talking about what I've been doing, but a lot of you out there, should be millions out there, will prick your ears up and think, bloody hell, this sounds good, because it is good. Right, okay. So what I've been doing over the last few years is working. Right, let's backtrack. There's a difference and there's no difference between offline and online businesses. So many people say, I'm an online business expert. Oh, yes. Yeah, I know SEO. I know digital marketing. I know this and I know that. And like it's something different from an offline, a shop, a retail outlet that we go into. Okay. And when I started Join Up Dots many years ago, I kind of thought the same, really, that if you're sitting behind a computer screen, that's online. If you're working in a shop or you own a business and stuff, that's kind of offline. But of course, there's a blend. There is a blend, and that is where the offline blends in with the online, because how do people find you? People find you by going online and searching for you. Well, I have bought a shop. I've told you this before. I've told you this thousands of times. And it was a failing business. And it was something that I took over from my parents because they didn't want it anymore, and they weren't selling it because it was a sort of failing shop. And so I looked at it and thought, okay, I'll work at that and turn it into a successful shop. And it's much easier to sell a successful business than a failing business. So that's what I did. And for the first sort of couple of years, really, I must admit, I was so engrossed into Join Up Dots and everything I'm doing online that I kind of I operated it, but I didn't take a deep focus in it. Well, from about lockdown last year, I decided, hang on, I'm going to really crack on with this and do a lot. So I kind of moved Join Up Dots to the sort of second pegging in my life and really focused in on what's happening in the business. And it basically, it was falling down on three things. If people came in, they loved it. The service was brilliant. The prices was brilliant, but people weren't finding it, and they weren't finding it enough. And if they did find it, then after a couple of years when they might have needed us again, they didn't think about us. Okay. So that was one thing that I had to tackle. I had to tackle, how do I get people to understand that there's a business there waiting for them? And also, how do I keep them in the forefront of their minds, and so that we can have retained business? Okay, so I'm going to start off with giving you some facts and figures, okay? And this is all done without paid advertising. This is all done without Facebook. Maybe a little bit of Facebook, but nothing major. This is all done without Instagram, all the kind of social media stuff that people get bogged down on and get really bored on. This hasn't touched my sides. It hasn't touched my fingers. It hasn't touched my flesh at all. Now, I can tell you that in just the last month, 21,162 people have searched for my business. Okay. Now, it is a business where if I get 50 customers a day, it is absolutely rocking and rolling. So there's 21,162 people looking for my business, all without paid advertising. Okay, I can tell you of that, 6,053 people are looking for us directly. So they have heard about us, they've seen us somewhere else, and now they're going, oh, that sounds good, and they are actually actively doing the finger search, typing in on either their tablets, their mobile devices, or desktop, and looking for us. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting, because there's going to be a lot of people out there that don't know about you, but you have to blend it into your strategy, I suppose. And 8,564,000 people, which is 40.5%, have found my business searching for either a product or a service that we offer. Now, this went boom in my head, that it's not what you are as a business, it's what you offer. That's what people want. So if you think of it on a sort of a very basic term, say like a plumber, do people want a plumber, or do people want a leaking tap to be fixed? Do people want a plumber, or do people want a cracked bath to be repaired? And by the work I've been doing, it becomes obvious to me that people aren't searching for the highest level, i.e. plumber, carpenter, lawyer, whatever. They are searching for the next level down. They're searching for the category, product, or service. Now, when I realised this, my business was operating on the top level. It's a car spares business. It's an auto shop, and so we sell parts with BMWs and Hyundais and Kias and whatever vehicle that you want. And it made me realise that people weren't looking for car parts, but they were looking for BMW car parts or BMW E82 car parts, and getting more specific. Now, once I realised that, okay, I changed it, and then I wanted to see how could I bring those brands, i.e. BMW, Hyundai, Ford, the things that people want, into my business as well. And that has brought in 6,545 customers just this month. Okay, so this is going to become a whole course. I'm starting recording this now because this will work for any business out there, whether it's an online business, whether it's an offline, just saying those loosely so that you understand, whether you're a coach, whether you're a lawyer, whether you're a restaurant, whatever it is, ultimately you're looking for more customers, and there's a way to up level and get more and more customers into your business in the easiest way possible. Now, what is fascinating to me is by doing the things that I've been doing, I can see that they are split up. Those searches are split up into two key camps. Ones that are listings on maps and ones that are listing on search. Now, if we split those into two sides, search is basically Google, Yahoo, Bing, any of the search engines where somebody's typing in and they're looking for an actual advert, they're looking for a web listing, they're looking for organic content. But 18,500 people are looking for maps. Now, you think about that. You look up on a map. Why? Because you want to go somewhere. Nobody else looks up on maps. You want it for directions. And so by changing your focus and changing from building detailed content of brand authority to actually focusing in on how do I get myself more and more visible on maps, 18,500 people in just a month have been searching for my business. Okay, now this is all kind of quite high level stuff, but I want to scroll down because this is sort of blow my mind on this. Now, through the intelligence that I have on my fingertips, okay, I can see that other businesses like mine basically get about 5.97 thousand interactions. Mine is getting 65.8 So, what's that? Nearly 54,000 more per month interactions. And that means that all the photos and the posts I'm placing onto the online profile are getting over 1,000% more views than similar businesses. Now, what we all do is we twat around on Facebook, we twat around on Instagram, we twat around on all these other places. But what we need to be doing, we need to be building a centralized hub. And that is where GMB comes in, Google My Business. Now, even if you've got an online business, it's a website, it's a coaching business, you could argue that Join Up Dots is pretty online. You still need to think that your next door neighbor could be your perfect customer, the one further on, the one the next street, the next road, and build out in incremental curves and circles to your ideal customer base. Okay, now if you've got a local business and you are targeting local customers, then you have got a gold mine, because I promise you the majority of people out there, your competitors, are absolutely crap at doing all this, and it doesn't take much work to get an absolute tsunami of customers flooding into your business. So the people that I'm coaching at the moment, I'm now going to bring this into the package. Okay, so if you're listening to this, you're now going to get this, and we're going to build this into the work that I'm doing for you, so that you can get more and more local, proper customers that want to get your business directly in. Okay, I'm probably going to call it the local domination course or the business domination course or whatever, but I'm spending probably 2 hours a week, no more than that, certainly no more than that, probably an hour a week, and getting thousands of customers flooding into the business. Now, it has really opened my eyes, and it's made me realize that anybody out there who wants to start their own business can literally do it in a week or so. Okay, and the old school methods of building loads and loads of content is still hugely valuable, and I would never pull away from that at all in any shape or form. But by going granular and detailed and going more based on the location and the services that you provide, and it's common sense really, you will get a successful business. I'm convinced of it, because everybody else is crap out there doing it, and I have spent so much time looking at Google Maps and monitoring competitors and choosing local businesses and choosing industries and seeing, can I see the same things occur time and time again? And I've gone through America, I've gone through Australia, I've gone through the United Kingdom. Anywhere I go, I can see the same failings, and the ones that are doing it well are head and shoulders above everybody else. So that's kind of where I've been over the last year or so. I've been deep in the lab, working out the stats that work, working out how to make business easy, because that's what we all want. Nobody wants a business that is too bloody hard, and I've been there. I've gone through the mire. I've created businesses that have absolutely killed me, and now I think to myself, no, the only reason we're in business is to make a nice livelihood that we control, so that we can take time off and we can do whatever we want. So if this is of interest to anyone out there, okay, I haven't built it yet. I've only just gone, yes, this is working. I really know this inside out. It's having a massive effect on my business. It's having a massive effect on other people's businesses that I've used it on. If anybody is interested in this, just send me an email at joinupdots@gmail.com and say, I want to be put on the waiting list for the business domination course or the local domination course. And I will collect a list of people, and then I will do a free training course later on to show people how to do this. And it will blow your mind. It's like suddenly becoming a scientist, where you've got a load of test tubes and petri dishes in front of you, and you're just moving this little ingredient into there and that little ingredient, and suddenly boom, everything explodes. And it's as easy as taking a drop of this and a drop of that and putting it into a device to blow up the potential of making your business extremely profitable. Okay, so as I say, it was a kind of smug podcast today. It was me going, I've done well here. I've really done well. And I've now got something that is not only going to be life-changing for me, which it already is, but I can bring it in to you guys. So if you're a listener of Join Up Dots, you have got more than a fair chance of making something really successful by following the step-by-step process which I'm now going to document. So as I say, anybody who's interested in getting on the waiting list for the first free webinar course that I'm going to run, just send me an email at joinupdots@gmail.com and say I want to be added onto the waiting list for the business domination course, and I will get them all together and I will do some free training for you to get you understanding of what it all entails. Okay. And when you see it, it really does sort of shake you to the core. I've been looking at it all the time, thinking, this is really, really easy. This is really easy, and the results are astonishing, especially against your local competitors. And that's what you want to do. You want to dominate your local market. Okay, so that is the local domination course, the business domination course, and that's going to be coming through to you soon. And I'm just refreshing my screen, and my direct searches now, or all my searches have now gone up to 24,252 just in that time that I've been talking to you, and I've done nothing at all. It's just what's already out there and being found. Brilliant. It's a game changer. It's a game changer. Until next time, my friends, you look after yourself, and we're in it together. I'm here to show you the way. I'm here to give you my experience and my knowledge, and I'm here to basically get a free pint off you. So when we're in a pub somewhere, you go, no, David, the first one is on me. You deserve it, sir. You deserve it for everything that you've done for us. Until next time, I'll see you again, and hopefully I'll see a lot of you soon on Zoom. See ya. Cheers. Bye-bye.
David doesn't want you to become a faded version of the brilliant self you were once to become. So he's put together an amazing guide for you called the 8 Pieces of Advice that every successful entrepreneur practices, including the 2 that changed his life. Head over to joinupdots.com to download this amazing guide for free, and we'll see you tomorrow on Join Up Dots.